Submission of an amended federal application SF 424 to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, Administration of Children and Families, to support early Head Start, expansion in the Baytown area, and the partnership in the amount of $2,050,000 for operations and training and technical assistance, and one-time EHS CCP startup fund of $718,705, totaling $2,768,705, serving 100 children ages 0 to 3 years old for a period of 3/1/2015 to 2/29/2016. Do I hear a motion? Kathleen, is there a second? Is there discussion? Yes.
Okay, so when we're talking about expansion, are we talking about opening up a new facility? And so who can talk to me about that? And then also, I'd like to know a little bit more about what we do with birth, the children from birth. Is this a daycare service?
No, it is childcare, but it is an educational services. Children start learning from the womb. But we will be working, not with pregnant women, we'll just start with 0 to 3. The expansion money is for Head Start to expand into early Head Start. So we will have a 5-classroom site added to our current 7-classroom site at Baytown. So the expansion into space that is currently located behind the current facility for build out for 5 early childhood classrooms, and then just to house 40 children. And then early Head Start childcare partnership staff who will work in the community with community childcare centers to increase the quality of their 0 to 3 programs up to early Head Start standards.
Do we have this program existing anywhere?
This is Harris County Department of Education initial programming into early Head Start.
Okay. So where is the training for the teachers that will be teaching newborns?
So it will start, we have partners, first of all, we work closely with Collaborative for Children. We'll also be hiring individuals with infant and toddler training. The teachers will have to have infant and toddler child development credentials. And you have, most early education folks have experience with children 0 through 6.
Okay. Collaborative for Children. This was the same program that we had a problem with 2 years ago.
They were one of the participants in that program, but they were not the total program. That was we're talking about the
Early Rise.
Yeah, Early Rise.
Yes, but Early Rise took all of their initial operation procedures from the Collaborative for Children, and I researched the Collaborative for Children program, and all of its ratings were very bad. Very bad. And I did not know this was a part of Collaborative for Children, or else I would have brought in documents.
It is not a part of Collaborative for Children. Collaborative for Children are well known for their infant toddler training, and some of the staff are.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, they may be known for it, but I don't know that it's well known. It's known for it, but not well rated and not well known.
So they're a partner. They are not. This is strictly funded for Harris County Department of Education.
Can you clarify, partner, were they written into this grant, or is it something they've already, have you just partnered with them on other things and are considering them?
They are written into the grant as partnering with us to offer some infant toddler training for the new staff and for the childcare partnerships, childcare partners in the community.
Okay, what I hear you say, Anita, is that you will partner with someone, and right now you're looking at options to that?
We can make adjustments.
So we could partner with somebody other than Collaborative for Children?
Yes, we could.
Are there others in the community that you feel comfortable would have higher ratings in terms of their programs?
I'm sure we can do some research to figure out what the other alternatives are.
Okay.
I would like to move that we table this until that's done.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we table.
Discussion.
Yes.
How time sensitive is the approval of this?
HHS is awaiting the approval of the board so they can move forward with funding.
So if this were to be tabled in April, how would it impact our ability to be awarded $7 million?
It would greatly impact us because there's also a timeline to the program, which requires us to do a build out and to start services within our Baytown Center, and it's not separate. If it does not move forward, it impacts the entire project. There is no contract with Collaborative for Children, so we have no obligation to Collaborative for Children. We partnered with them in terms of, they gave us a letter of support when we wrote the grant, but there is no contractual relationship with Collaborative for Children at this time.
You had earlier mentioned that they were part of the grant process.
They wrote us a letter of support.
So that HS would be expecting that they would be part of the program.
Grant implementation oftentimes change from the writing of a grant to the actual implementation of it. It will not be seen as a major issue because we do not have a contract with them if we decided to go with someone else to do training.
So if we decided not to partner with Collaborative for Children, could you submit the request for money without them?
Well, right now, what we're submitting does not mention Collaborative for Children at all. The initial document that was submitted back in the summer mentioned them. Currently, all we're submitting is the negotiated rate, the amended negotiation rate for the overall agreement. So it's the SF-424, which are forms that are documenting the total amount of money that the HHS will provide to us to actually expedite the program.
So just as a point of clarification, we have obligations, we have no obligations whatsoever to partnership with them.
That is correct.
But the federal government is expecting us to partnership with them. If we don't have anything in there that says we're not.
They were listed as a possible partner. There is no contract and no obligation for any funds to go to Collaborative for Children.
I have another comment on Kay's motion to table this. I think that the board needs to make a decision as to whether or not we even want to be in this 0 to 3 child care business.
And that would be another amendment.
As
Maybe a-
as big as our table.
Yes. Well, I'd like to make a comment first saying that I would not vote to approve any association with Collaborative for Children at all. Like I said, I spent a lot of time researching their history, their background, and their ratings, and how much failure was associated with this organization. So I am very against having anything to do with Collaborative for Children. Moving forward with something from 0 to 3 years, I would like to have some information presented to the board about exactly what that program is. I would like to know the training involved, who's going to be providing it. I'd like to see some of what we will be doing with these young children, and I guess it's mainly just stimulating newborns, their interest in play and activity and things. But I'd like to know more about the program.
Yes. I'd like to say that the state of Texas, our governors, Governor Perry and Governor Abbott, have supported early Head Start in Texas through the Health and Human Services Commission. and they've actually secured funds to expand it throughout Texas. I've worked with them on my day job, and I'm very familiar with their, the state's support and interest in making children school ready, which is about starting as early as possible, if you're able, and especially our high-risk students, which is who would be targeted by this grant. Me having a child, I'm gonna be able to afford certain quality of preschool or daycare 0 to 3, or I'm gonna stay home, do it myself. But there are many other children who don't have a safe environment, a learning environment from 0 to 3. That is what Early Head Start is about. So this is not outside, but this is not something that HCDE just by itself is doing. This is actually one nationwide, but our own state of Texas has increased its investment, its solicitation of federal funds to expand this statewide. And it's actually, I think, an honor that we achieved this grant. I do understand your point, Kay, about collaborative for children. So I'm trying to trust in the explanation that I don't see them written into the budget. We do not have a contract with them, and we can, and we've asked for a more thorough review of who can provide training, who is of higher quality, because we do want the highest quality through our department. So I agree with that part, but I do not think this is a separate or some new thing that is going on in the 0 to 3 arena.
I would like to also say that Early Head Start has been around since the mid-70s. There's lots of research, and there are centers of excellence. There are 6 centers of excellence that support not only Early Head Start, but Head Start in practice. We are considered a lab for the nation. So there is lots of training and information available for us to run a quality program. There are over 100 other Early Head Start programs in the state of Texas.
Okay, to clarify, my objection was not to the program, because I think it's wonderful, anything that we can do to help our children, and just like with the computers, I'm not opposed to that, so I'd like to go on record as saying I'm not opposed. It's the fact that collaborative for children is something that I would be very strongly opposed to. And again, if I had known that they were affiliated with this, I would have brought in research to have shared with the other board members, but I know that we've discussed this in the past. So, Trustee Carter, I appreciate, the fact that you brought out how important this is, because I'm in total agreement. I'm just not in agreement with even considering collaborative for children. So
that's,
When we get ready for the training component, we will have to do an RFP. So we would send the RFP to anyone in that, in the Harris County area. And we will review those, you guys have to vote on.
okay, thank you.
Well, I'd also like to say that all of y'all's concerns have been duly noted. I personally am representing this organization, and the fact that we were given this $2.7 million opportunity, and I would love to see us support that moving forward, because it is time sensitive. But hearing the concerns that come up, and also hearing Ms. Harris, I can assure you that we will be very cautious moving forward with who we partner with and taking this great forward.
we have a couple of minutes.
I have a motion, to table or to postpone to a later meeting.
I withdraw that because it was about collaborative, so I will withdraw that amendment.
Now we're on. Okay. So the original motion on 7B, having discussed it thoroughly, are you ready to vote? All in favor of the approval of the grant, please indicate by raising your hand. Did it count right there? Yes. 4 for, all opposed? 2 opposed?